People sign up for the business, but people stay because of the community, because of the family, right? This is what Mr. and Mrs. Bean have built, right? When we say your family, it's not talk. You are family. We're invested in seeing your success. And, we definitely want all of you to win. And the more people that you can get on your team to get on this call and receive that battery charge, right? Just like on Sundays or whatever religion you are on, your specific spiritual day, you go in there to get that charge, right? And so here in the business and entrepreneurship, you need that as well. You need community. You can't do it alone. You want and need this charge every Saturday because I know it helps me to keep the day going. I can't run as hard as I do if I'm not inspired for each and every one of your stories on this call every Saturday. That makes me say, hey, I got to keep going, right? So I appreciate you all for that. Oh, yes. Let me go ahead and put some people into place. If I make you a co-host, please help me let people in. That would be great. We'll make that happen. But welcome everybody. If you want to go ahead and come off of mute, tell us where you're calling in from, and let us welcome you into the call.
Great morning. I'm
DMV.
calling in from the DMV.
All right, DMV in the house.
Marvin, Maryland.
Hi, welcome to the call, Marva from Maryland. Yep, still DMV in the house.
Leroy in St. Louis.
Great morning to you, Mr. Leroy in St. Louis.
Good morning.
All right, Houston, Texas. We have a lot of things cooking and brewing in Houston, right? I'm excited for all the events that are coming. So make sure you're grabbing pen and paper. You definitely want to take copious notes today. We have one of my favorite trainers that are going to be training us today. So I'm super excited to get started. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Don't be shy. Let us know where you're coming from. So we're all family. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. We have so many new people to welcome. So I'm super excited about that, right? The family is growing and we're growing fast by leaps and bounds. And I'm super excited on that. So welcome to the call. Let us know in the chats or, oh, we have our Queen Bean from Houston, Texas. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
Angel.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Angel. Good morning. Major
great morning.
Cephas, Houston, Texas.
Great morning, Cephas. Great to see you. Houston is in the house.
Eddie and Sabrina, Houston, Texas.
Oh, yes, there we go. Another great servant leader from Houston, Texas. Oh, Mrs. Bean's ready to make it rain. Yes, ma'am. It's been raining all month.
Del
Love it.
Boudreaux, Louisiana.
She's making it rain for water, and she's making it rain in the charts. Great morning to you, Mr. Del Boudreaux. Welcome to the call.
From Beckett, Memphis, Tennessee.
Great morning, Mr. Earl Beckett. Tennessee.
Hello,
in the building. Evans, all the way from Kenya.
Kathy Jewel, Spring.
All right, Spring, Texas. Let's keep it coming. Please make sure that, get your pen and paper ready and make sure that you're letting everyone on your team get on this training. You definitely want them to be plugged in, want them to have, have their battery charged for the week because this is where you're going to get your mindset, your motivation every single Saturday. This is where it's raining pips. That's right, Dale. See? Love that. Love that Cajun energy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started because we do have a jam-packed training for you today. So we want to make sure that we're going to keep it to 30 seconds. You know, for those of you who are new on this team and on this call, we want to welcome you. Huge welcome, huge hugs from the family, right? And what we do on Saturdays when we get started is we want to share the reflections or your wins for the week. So we want to keep it to about 30 seconds today so that we can get into the training. So let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Earl Beckett.
Appreciate that. Good morning, team. Thank Mr. and Mrs. Bean for the platform and for Angel, you serving so faithfully, and the rest of the leaders. Wins for this week. Yesterday, completed some trades that Donnie Pip gave us. But the aha moment was understanding those two candles at the base or at the support of the resistance for that reverse. Set it and forget it 2 times. I'm like, man, let's get these pips. Others, I'm about to change like Superman. I got a networking event that I have to be at, and I'll be representing the trading aspect of maybe 7 streams of income. So I got to be that Superman. So I apologize. I got to jump in the shower and change like crazy. But thanks for all you do, Angel. And you are killing it. You are killing it. I'll see you guys in Houston. God bless. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, I'm super excited to see you in Houston. Can't wait. Thank you for sharing that, you know, and that's what I love, you know, the simplicity of how Donnie breaks it down and where we can just see it and not have to worry about overthinking, just push the darn button, do what he says. And yes, I love what he's showing us, you know, simplicity of a baseline, right? And knowing when to get in and get out. So congratulations to you on you know, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be the next assassin, Mr. Earl Beckett. I'm pretty sure on that. Have a great event. Thank you, Miss Carla. Go ahead.
Good morning. So this week's leadership tip, of course, comes from Mr. Bean's book. In addition, you know, in terms of resiliency, in addition, I had gone to a bookstore on my way home the other day, and this gentleman wrote this line in the book called Apprenticeship That Saved My Life. He was talking about generational wealth, and also, you know, talking about how people necessarily don't realize the opportunities that arrive, right? And how quick the opportunities are, and how close, you know, how the windows are very open up for a very short period of time and close very quickly because things take over in life. And it's the same message that we've been receiving all this time. So I just wanted to reflect on that. Thank you very much for allowing me to share.
Oh, and thank you so much for bringing that up because I had to go grab my book. Wait, I can't even see there. Oh, no, my camera's not showing it, right? There it is. All right. You know, if you haven't gotten it already, go ahead and get this on Amazon, right? It's Stand on the Shoulders of Giants, featuring Mr. Samuel Bean. So make sure you get a copy. I'm not getting one copy. I'm actually getting a lot, and I'm going to be actually gifting it to people because they all need a Mr. Bean and Mrs. Bean, right? So I'm super excited about that. Make sure you're not just getting your copy, but a copy for other people. Well, actually, I'm getting one that's going to be signature that I won't touch and want to take copious notes on, right? So go ahead and grab your copy. Thank you, Carla. Yes, he has so much in the Book of Beans. This can't be the first one because I know there's more coming, and I can't wait to get the whole series. All right, Mr. Del Boudreaux, let's go.
Good morning, Miss Angel. Man, it's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate everybody on the call this morning. I appreciate you for serving the team and, you know, just this whole platform, really. This week for me was, I'm telling you, ever since Mr. Bean put that table up with 2 + 2 = 250, 167 + 167 = 15,000. I mean, that's the kind of math that I love, right? So I haven't been able to sleep since that table appeared on my screen. So I don't know about everybody else, but that Super Saturday that was put on was just I mean, it was just a conductor conducting a maestro, just a maestro conducting the conductor. And I mean, what a beautiful way to kick off trading, right? I mean, that Super Saturday was unbelievable. So, how that all got put together and all of that, plus the binary table this week, just blew me off the map. Then I looked in my back office and I saw all the money I had. I was like, man, how did I get all that money? So, you know, it's a great week. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Oh, yes. That Super Saturday was amazing. I was so engrossed in that. I almost forgot to hop on the next training because I was so engrossed in that Super Saturday and excited about what that was going on, right? And just exactly like you said, we have so much things that are going so great. We're not making any, like Mrs. Bean says, yeah, we're not making any income planes, but we're making that ching in both ways, right? In the trading and in our back office. So yes, I was very excited to use my commissions to get my Apex. So go ahead and make that money and get your Apex, right? So I'm excited about that we're able to, make this money and purchase it with our packs from the money that we're making through the sales. So make sure that we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But thanks, Dell. Yes, that was great. Super Saturday. Everything that the company that the company does is just so amazing. And every single time that I'm on there, I'm always like, oh, I need to get more people on this call, right? So make sure that you pack them out. All right, Mr. Eddie Weeks. Rocking and rolling. I see your beautiful counterpartner next to you too.
Good morning. I'm actually the one talking this morning. He's driving. This has been a phenomenal week. I give honor to God. We're gonna do a testimony, right? I give honor to God, but I also give honor to Mr. and Mrs. Bean, and of course you. Being in business with my husband there's nothing like being in business with your partner. Eddie and I, well, he told me it's me. I made Builder 250 this week. So I'm excited about that. You definitely pushed it and have always been pushing for us to get moving and get started. And, we've always done that, but it's just good to see the progression of our movement, right? We're actually almost halfway to Builder 700. Got a couple of things in the pipeline. So once that happens, these Apex platforms have been off the chain. All of my teammates that's busy actually bought all Apex. So that has been phenomenal. They're excited. We're excited. I'm no longer scared about, trading, of course, with the coaching of Mr. Dunny Pips. So it's just a phenomenal time to not only enjoy life, but make money enjoying it. So I want to say thank you to everyone. Foresight team, you are phenomenal. Your support, your encouragement. Thank you all.
All right. Come on, give her some 4 5s, get some for fire. Congratulations on 250 heading towards 700. And what can we say? The speed of the team is the speed of the leader. So getting that Apex for yourself, and then now, everybody's following suit, right? What you do will be reciprocated. So congratulations. I'm so excited for you. And Eddie, a powerhouse, I've always believed in you. So you too, since day one. So congratulations, well deserved. And it's so great, like you said, to put in the work, knowing that the fruits of your labor will be coming and it's here. It's your time, right? So it can be the time for anyone. So even if you don't see it, it's coming, right? Thank you. Appreciate you guys. And you look great, by the way. I don't know where you're headed. Mr. Evans from Kenya. Welcome, welcome, sir. Oh, you're still muted. Okay, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Angel, for all that you do for the family. We totally appreciate you. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Bean for this as a platform and for just being the amazing mentors and support leaders that they are. So totally appreciate and the family at large. So my win for this week, it was an amazing week, especially coming from the Super Saturday. Took the advice from Mr. B to do the promotions and to rally on any event that is happening and to promote. I actually told myself I'm going to adopt the superpower of Mr. Bean to be a super promoter. And even if I'm feeling so uncomfortable doing some things, I just do it because he tells me to do it. So last week, as you were coming towards the Super Saturday, he had said we do videos, and was doing videos, posting on my social media, and also went live on social media, which is something that I have never done before. So it's an uncomfortable situation, but did it, and somehow, because of the algorithms and what Mr. Bean talks about, somebody whom we had connected in the past saw it and attended the Super Saturday, and immediately after the Super Saturday, closed and got a new team member and success partner just because of doing what Mr. Bean. If I had not gone on the lives, if I had not done that, and there wouldn't be any money in my back office right now. So totally grateful for that, and got a superpower partner and success partner, and just happy and grateful for the teaching and the blessings of having such amazing leaders. So thank you very much for allowing me to share.
All right, everybody, give him some 4-5, some fire. He got a business partner from his live. And yes, you will be that master promoter, right, Mr. Evans? You're going to be the one in Kenya, right? That master promoter, and a huge team. I see that already. So great job. And yes, the uncomfortable zone, like you said, that's where the money's at, to be honest. I have never been more uncomfortable in my life, and I've never made this much in my life. So uncomfortable is where it's at. So when you're uncomfortable, you know that you're getting to the next level, right? Because the next level is never uncomfortable. You just pass the lid. So how can that be comfortable, right? Because comfort is our limitations, and comfort is what is going to keep us in that same hamster wheel, just running and running unless we break the lid. And congratulations on breaking your lid. And I can't wait to see more of your live calls. I know you're going to kill it. All right, Miss Laura Johnson.
Great
Welcome.
morning, family. First of all, I can't over express my gratitude to Mr. and Mrs. Bean for this platform and for everything that they do for us to be successful. I've been a part of their team, their group, their family since 2017, and using trading terms, my financial and my life has been on an uptrend since that time. Has there been some pullbacks? Yes, of course, there's been some pullbacks. However, I'm on a steady uptrend by listening to the voice and following the instructions and taking the actions. So for me, this week, the theme was timing. it's all about timing. Mr. Pacheco did that great millionaire mentorship call on Monday about timing. And it's just so true. It's just so true. Everything is about timing and about detachment and obedience. Sometimes we think we know better than the leaders because, I know me, I know my household and all of this stuff. But trust me that the leaders, when they tell you to do something, trust that they know what they're telling us to do and why. I was on Evans live because I'm doing some marketing and exposures in Kenya. And it was a great live. I would have never known that it was his first time. And I've also done some lives and done some postings that are outside of what I would normally do because Mr. Bean said to do it. And so I just did it. So I went to a marketing, I went to an event, a ladies luncheon this past Thursday. And I had the opportunity to just tell them who I was and what I do. And I told them I'm a lifestyle and business broker. And I said, and right now, this service and product that I am sharing with people is how to increase their finances through trading. And 2 people jumped up and said, hey, listen, I need to be in contact with you because I'm interested in that. One person said, I'm interested, but I didn't know someone that I could trust to work with. That person was on our corporate updates. And so I'm following up with her to get her an Apex package. And then the other person, she said just that same morning, she and her hairdresser were speaking about trading. So, I got people to follow up with, and I'm looking to move forward. I'm looking to take the challenge that Mr. Bean gave us to have 4 new people by the end of the month. So I'm excited. There's so much more because, things have been happening in my team, but it's about time. So I appreciate you, Angel, for everything you do. And thank you for the platform. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Laura Johnson. So, tell us you're a trader without saying you're a trader, right? Everything you think about is uptrends and now our lingo is like uptrends, pullbacks, right? So I love that. I think the same way. So I love what you just shared, right? Because you're absolutely right. The way the market moves is the way life moves. So it goes hand in hand, right? And so and I love that what you shared is definitely correct. And if you guys took notes on what she just said, she just gave you a great way to pique people's interest, right? When you're meeting up people, I hope y'all wrote it down, right? If not, come back and watch this and write it down for sure because I love that. I love what you just shared, and that's why you get on these calls, ladies and gentlemen, because these are the people who are going out there, who are doing the things that you may not be doing right now. And you should be taking notes because that's how you'll get better, right? The people that are in the field, doing it, making it happen, making it wins, that's what you want to do and want to hear and see. So that's why I love this community. Thank you for sharing that, Mrs. Laura Johnson. I know you just helped a bunch of people with what they need to say, going out there on the meeting people. And congratulations on your Apex as well, right? So that's how you're gonna get that, by just being uncomfortable, going out there and just, push the button, open your mouth and push the button, just like trading. Thank you. All right, Miss Kathy, and then we'll have a Zoom user, and then Mr. Jim. You'll be last, so that way we can get onto the powerful training today, okay?
Well, what an awesome morning. I'm driving, but I just want to say thank you to Mr. and Mrs. B, to yourself, and to Eddie and Sabrina for being outstanding role models in this business. All of it is new to me and totally excited. I've been on all of the training calls for Mr. Donnie Pips. And also I took the leap of faith and purchased the APAC package as well. And all of this is new to me. I've never heard of trading before, the terminology, the whole nine, but I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to moving forward. And as everyone has said, just being uncomfortable, talking to people, and like Spree say, just talk about it. Just tell people what you're doing. And that's what I've been doing. And probably I will have guests in the Houston event, and I'll have my 4 before the end of the month.
Woohoo! All right. Let's do it. Right? Congratulations. Speak it into existence because it's already done, right? So congratulations to you. Yes, we have to go out there and we have to share what we have, right? It's great to be excited. It's great to be able to now have Omni. We don't have to push the button anymore. It's going to be pushed for us. And how many people need that out there? You know, being that vigilante of servitude to go out there and share the blessings. It's one thing for you to have the blessing. It's another thing for you to share it because like Mr. and Mrs. Bean always say, if you were, you know, it's, you know, they say this over and over again and it's documented by other people as well. But, you know, I always hear it, the more families you help, you never have to worry about yours, right?
Yes. And one last thing. I'm excited about the slogan, 20 pips a day keeps the job away. And I'm looking forward to completing total time freedom. That is, I think about that. I eat, sleep, and think about 20 pips a day. And Sabrina said, it's going to be more than that. I said, I believe that too. But I said, but let that be the minimum.
Yes. So go share that. 20 pips a day keeps the job away because I know we need to, you know, save some people from the 9 to 5. Thank you. Let's go ahead and go with Marva.
Yes, today I'm Zoom user. Good morning, family. I'm on a different phone. So I want to say thank you to everyone who supports the team. That's Mr. and Mrs. Bean, our Vice President of Sales, Donnie Pips, Mr. Pacheco, JC Rangel, and Chris. They have been pouring into me as I get on these calls almost every day. I learned something. I'm grateful for the restart of the DRIP campaign training. Everyone should try that if they haven't taken it. Chris did that one this week. Miss Roxy, she reiterated what Donnie said and went over the candlesticks for me because I was totally confused. And their patience is incredible. We have a great force working in our favor. And I do appreciate it so much. And thank you all for the platform. I did go to a mixer on Friday, Women in Business, and talk to a couple of realtors. And we're going to see how we can get them on board with making referrals. Thank you very much. Everyone have a successful day.
Great. Thank you, Miss Marva. Congratulations on that. And you're absolutely right. You know, Miss Roxy is so great at technical analysis. I love the way she explains things you know, on the charts. And like I said, you just because you're a forex trader doesn't mean you don't, you know, get on options, or if an options trader, you don't get on the forex, because what you learn, ladies and gentlemen, in each of these classes, you can take to any of the charts, any of the futures, options, anything, right? Because when it comes to technical analysis, it's for any and everything. It's just analysis. And the better you get, different trainers have different techniques. And I just love to to learn from them all and find what works for me, right? So you want to go in there just like if you were listening to presentations. Each and every person brings a different flavor to each presentation. So you want to take notes and then find your path, right? And your words. So great. Thank you for sharing that, Miss Marva. I love it. And I love your color. You know, we were matching today. I got that from Mrs. Bean and Donnie Pips Friday. I'm like, I'm going to do yellow today too. Love it. Love it. All right, Mr. G Meadows, bring us in.
Hey, good morning, team. Good morning to the Beans. Just how can you not cap this week with a win of upgrading with Omni, Apex, being part of the first 100 to take that leap? I'm really in this, I feel like I'm in college again, right? there's so much information coming from different areas, and I got to figure out which class I'm gonna sign up for and which I'm gonna keep attending. And so for some reason, I'm in this college type mode of wanting to learn as much as I didn't do well at macroeconomics in CU Boulder, but hey, I'm back at it again, trying to learn all this trading, hoping to be in Houston next week with you guys. Just excited, man, pumped up to keep pushing forward and promoting the next events. Thank you all for all you do.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Jim. Oh, you're getting your PhD degree here. We don't need that one. We need this one, right?
Right, right.
I love it, love it. Thank you for sharing that. And you're right. These events, are everything, right? And so, being able to have all these events that the leaders are putting forth for us, and all these different events are going to help our business grow, right? And so I'm super excited about that because you actually just brought it in because that's that is your pipeline for your business, right? That is one of the income producing activities that you can do is to get these people to these events, right? I mean, I don't know how much easier your job can be is to get these butts in the seats and let somebody else do the work for you, right? That's called leveraging. And that's not something that you can do out there in the corporate world, right? You can't put people in the seats and tell your boss, like, hey, boss, take over. No, he's going to be like, that's your job, right? But here, all we have to do is put the people in the seats and let, the Mr. Bean, Mrs. Bean, Mr. Donnie Pacheco's, or the Dr. Arlene's, or the Miss Laura Johnsons of the world to do the work for us. Man, that is amazing. I don't have to talk. I just have to get the butts in the seat, and I can do that. That's my only worry. I'm gonna get that done. So I'm excited to see you in Houston, and anyone else that's able to make it to Houston, come to Houston, because if you have your book, guess what? Mr. Bean is going to do his signing. So you want that, right? He's going to be signing your books. I'm excited for that. I'm going to bring my books. I'm going to bring let me try to bring a couple books. Give some signature. I'm gonna make some money with his signature. But but you're absolutely right, right? These things are the reason. So speaking of that, we're gonna go ahead and head into the training, and I wanted to, to speak a little bit on that, right? Because we have a jam-packed event for the week that's coming up. So I want to make sure that I do. Give me 1 second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my screen real quick and share some things with you. So let me do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share with you some of the schedules for this week, right? So right now that's going on. The first thing is the Spanish futures presentation, which is today, right? Today and tomorrow, if you've seen in the group, look out for your emails because the Spanish boot camp with JCL is going on from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for those in the 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Central Time would be 9 to 12, and then Eastern Time would be 10 to 1, right? So make sure if you have any, I've actually hopped on to his training. He's amazing. I don't understand everything, but I love the way he is explaining his energy on these charts. And I actually have guests on there, because I'm super excited to share with my Spanish community and have someone be able to train them. And they're loving it, right? So the feedback I'm getting is, ooh, this is great stuff. So get any and everybody that you know in the Latinos to get on his call, right? It's so wonderful, right? To have these type of master trainers that are training people on your behalf. So also, we're gonna have Mr. Bean, of course, you know, our great and fierce leader, always prepares us, right? He always prepares us, and we just have to follow his lead and not overthink, right? It's just like when you're on the charts with Donnie, you're not overthinking. Johnny says, push the button, you push the button. You push the buy, you push the sell. Same thing with Mr. Bean. When he tells you to push the button to do something, you got to do it, because that's what's going to create your results, right? So he's going to actually do a launch call schedule this week. So, you know, go ahead and write these down, right? Because I can share it with you and you can print the screen, but it's so much better if you get your pencil and paper out and write it, because what you write will go up here. So I have a Google Calendar, but when I put the Google Calendar, guess what? I don't even remember it unless the Google Calendar reminds me. And if it malfunctions, oh well, oh my goodness, my life is over. So I like to write everything down, and it goes in the back of that brain somewhere, right? So Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time, he's going to do a trading presentation solely on trading. So get guests, show up, you know, because participation is key. Show up, but also have some guests on that call, right, on Tuesday. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, he will do another presentation. So I love that. So Tuesday is for everyone, including, you know, that's going to be great for international. So if you have international people, that noon is perfect for your international people time-wise, right? Wednesday is for US at 7 p.m. I mean, unless they want to wake up on the other side, right? Early to come onto that training, but that will also be another just training presentation for us, right? And Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, he will do a collaboration presentation. So if you guys have been on his collaboration already, man, you definitely want to be on this one, right? Because we got new stuff on this collaboration. And so you want to be getting the newest stuff, because how many people have called me and said, hey, what do I send? Here you go. Mr. Bean is giving you what you send to the people so that you can have it to send to people, right? To pique their interest. So I love that. Again, Tuesday, 12 noon, trading presentation. Wednesday, 7 p.m., trading presentation. And Thursday, 7 p.m., collaboration. Now, if we pack out, Mr. Bean had said that if we packed out the lines on Tuesday noon, he'll do another one on Friday for us. So let's make it happen, team, right? Let's make it happen, family. We can do this. I mean, if we can pack 300 people out on that call, we can do it for this. We need to at least show him 100 plus on this call so we can get another one on Friday, right? And then for those of you that are in Houston, right, we have the boot camp, right? Our event in Houston from 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to 3 p.m. Right? And so if you guys haven't registered yet, I would really suggest you to go ahead and register, because seating is limited and you may not have a seat if you come late and if you don't register. Because the last time that we spoke, which was a couple of days ago, we already have over 44 people. And we still have a week left to go, ladies and gentlemen. So that room is going to be packed out, and I would hate to stand for 5 hours. So make sure you're coming early to grab your seats and make sure that you are. Thank you so much, Mrs. Bean, for putting it. Look, our Queen Bean. She's always there. Love it. And that's the Eventbrite. So make sure. Oh, and another thing, if you are going to register your guests, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you're registering them. It's great. I love proactive, and you're going to register your guests for you. That's what you should do. However, make sure it's their name and not your name, right? So make sure that it's their first and last name, because when they come, it's stressful for them if their name is not there. We want them to have a great event. We want them to come in feeling love. So put your guests first and last name so we can welcome. Yes, great. Jim Meadows put you on here. Mrs. Johnson. We got you in here. We got you, right? So we want that. We don't want to say, oh, what is it under? Is it Jim? No, I'm just using you because you're on my screen. I'm not calling you out, but you want to do that, right? So that your guests have a wonderful first impression is everything. And so there is going to be standing room, no doubt about it. Make sure you are registering you and your guests early, and make sure letting them know to get in there early, because you don't want you don't want them to possibly be standing up. And if you have guests, I hope you're not having your guests stand up so you can have a seat. We want the guests to have a seat, right? So make sure that you are inviting to this event, because I'm super excited about that. So, and also, guess what? If you love JCL and you don't understand him because you don't understand Spanish like I do, the English session starts next week, ladies and gentlemen. Next Saturday, same time, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Mr. JCL will be doing the English version. Who's excited about that, right? Learning features in English. Yep. You got it. It's going to be a great weekend for all of us, right? And so make sure you put that on your agenda as well, right? For that. And for those of us who are in the event, it'll be in the back office for you to watch, right? So I'm super excited for that as well. So make sure not only are you coming to get your book signing at the event, but also if you can't make it to the Houston event, make sure you're on the futures training with Mr. JCL, right? So phenomenal trainers. And of course, if you guys are new, Miss Roxy trains also on 7 p.m. on Mondays. So for options. So make sure you put that on your calendar as well. If you're learning how to trade, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Mondays, every Monday, you'll have her expertise in the charts. All right. So, for those who have hit ranks, right, you will actually receive banners who hit ranks. So if you already hit ranks, go ahead and look in the back office. I know I look back there and the numbers are crazy, right? And I love it, right? So you wanna go back and look at your ranks under team. If you go to my team and you go to dual placement and you scroll down, you'll see who's on the right and who's on the left, right? And once you look at that, if you see 6 and 6, you're already at Builder 250, right? So make sure you're looking at your ranks and then sending those in to Miss Omi so that she can create your banner for you, right? And let Mr. Miss Bean know, right? And so also for those who are welcoming people, we will have banners as well for the Elite and Apex. We'll receive welcome banners, right? So speaking of that, what we want to do now for welcoming all, I know that we've seen this and we want to go ahead and go over this.
Hey, Angel, could you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry, my daughter was interrupting me. I'm sorry. How to do that in the back office?
Oh, sure. So if you're hitting a rank, Make sure you're messaging Mr. and Mrs. Bean and also to send Mrs. Omi your screenshot, right? So the
Okay.
screenshot, how you do that is you go to My Team, you go to dual placement, and then you'll scroll down to where your name is, and you're gonna see two numbers next to each other on the left and the right number. So screenshot
Okay.
that, send that to Mr. and Mrs. Bean, and so that you can forward it to Miss Omi, and she'll create that banner for you, right?
Okay. So dual placement tree
Correct, under My Team.
under My Team.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
screenshot you want to send.
Okay. And then when you open up the dual team placement tree, that's the screenshot you want to send.
Yes, because you want to scroll down to where it has your name, and then it has the left and the right numbers for your team
Gotcha.
on the left, team on the right. Yes. And that's
Okay,
what
I
you
got it. I
want.
see it. Yep, I see it. All right, thank you. I just want to be clear.
Perfect.
Quick question.
No worries. That's what we're here for. All right.
Quick
And so
question.
send those
Angel,
over. Yes.
how do we send them by WhatsApp, or do we send them by Mr. Bean's website?
Oh, you can just send them in a WhatsApp chat if you want.
Okay.
Or
Thank
And also, Angel, Mr. Bean said on I think it was Monday when we did our special meeting, he was going to set up a new communication on Telegram. I still haven't received anything for that.
yeah, no worries. He is actually in Florida, so I'm sure that that's going to be all placed together as soon as he gets back. So no worries
Okay,
about that.
okay. I just want to make
keep
sure
an
I
eye
didn't
out.
miss out.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Just keep in there in the groups. You know, there, Mr. Bean is real quick. As soon as it comes out, he'll be putting it out there. Trust me.
Okay.
Now
All right.
let's
Sorry to
let's
interrupt you. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to go over this pack. You've seen this in all of the groups, right? So we're going to go over this a little bit to make everybody, you know, understand the numbers that are going on, because we have a lot of new people here, and so you need to know this so that you can know how to promote the promo packs, right? So as as a builder, right? So there's multiple ways now. If you've actually signed up anybody, you've seen that there's a lot of packs that are now in the back office when they sign up. So as a builder, right, when you're going in as a builder, that's $199. Now, what's included in the builder pack, the $199 pack, because, you know, not everybody is clear. I had a lot of questions from my team as well on what is in the build and what's in Omni. So build is everything. So the solar, the water, the internet, that encompasses even the trading education. So Donnie, Mr. Donnie Pips, Miss Roxy, and JCL, and all the master trainers, education is in that build package of $199. That's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen so many other companies that never, and I'm going to say I've never seen a $199 to start for this type of education that we're receiving right now. So that's amazing that they're actually giving us for free this education, because, you know, Build is already a great brokerage, but then you add the education for free to help you with your business. I mean, hands down, phenomenal, right? Now, the Omni package is the Elite, which is $499, right? And that's the one that's going to give you Omni plus Mr. Donnie Pips Einstein, right? And so, and on the Einstein, though, you're only going to get Forex, right? So you want to make sure that you know what's the difference, right? Because a lot of people are going to want to know what should they be on, you know, what is the difference between the Elite and the Apex for them? So Apex, of course, is everything. Not only will they only give you 3 strategies on the Elite, right? So Omni has 3 strategies, and you get the scanner, Einstein, with Forex only. Now the Apex, the $9.99 gives you 7 strategies on the Omni, and it also gives you everything on the Einstein. So for those who are trading gold and indices like NAS, you hear this on Mr. Donnie's training, NAS 100, all of those things will be on the Apex. So, because I know you guys are new, so you don't understand what's the difference. If you're trading USJPY, you know, any of those Forex pairs, like, you know, what is it? USD, any of the USD pairs, any of the Euro USD pairs, those are what's in the elite. But if you want, you know, you want the Einstein scanner, which is phenomenal, where it tells you exactly when to hit that button in NAS, in Bitcoin, in XRP, in options, and all of that, you got to get the Apex, right? And not only that, but ladies and gentlemen, this is a promo pack. So that means that it's a promotional offer. These prices are not going to be here for very long. And I'm telling you, as fast as we're growing, this promo pack is not going to be here very much longer. And the prices are going to go up. We've already seen it with the internet, and this is going to be going up much faster because, I mean, I don't know when that 100 is going to wear out, but if I were you, you want to get grandfathered in at these prices. So not only the Apex prices, but the promotional monthly memberships as well. Because the price of what we have in our hands, the only app that is legally able to trade for you at this price, ladies and gentlemen, once the world gets a hold of it, it won't stay at this price for sure. So right now, you're grandfathered in at the promotional monthly membership for Builder 99 per month, Elite 149 a month, and the Apex at 199 subscription. Remember, grandfather. So that means
Angel?
in the future,
Just, I didn't mean to interrupt. So just want to be clear because I'm writing this down. The Einstein, you get Forex, which includes gold and NAS, US 30, and all the Forex pairs, correct?
no, with the Elite. So
Yeah,
from what I
with the
gather,
elite.
right, the Elite, are you talking about the Apex? Okay, yes, the Apex, all of that.
No, I'm talking about the elite. The elite, you don't
Elite,
get the elite,
no,
you don't get options, you don't
no.
get crypto, you don't get futures.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the elite, you get all the
Well,
all the
as of right now, they haven't announced it, but what they have is Forex only. Now, I know Mr. Bean is working on, you know, getting gold in there was the last conversation, but that is, you know, so that may be it. But the Apex has everything.
Right.
So if you're thinking that you're gonna need that at some point, it's better to just have it now. Because
Well, no,
remember,
I just want to be clear. So when I'm talking to newer people,
yeah.
Paul isn't on right now because he does refereeing for basketball on the weekends. Say hi. And
Hi.
so
Hi,
so
sweetie.
so he's bringing in somebody I think today or tomorrow, and I wanted him to be able to make sure. I want to be sure I can elaborate to him what his new person is getting. He got the elite package, and I did tell him he wants to upgrade as soon as possible. And you know, so that's why I wanted to be clear because
Okay,
I was on the phone with Donnie the other day and he was like, yeah, you want definitely want to get the Apex because
absolutely.
you basically get everything. I've never done futures, so
Okay,
I know the crypto's not included in it, but I wanted to I'm going to upgrade
great.
myself, but I didn't want to miss out on getting the
Sure.
promotion. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, and Vic, yes, sure. Shoot me, you know, you have my number as well. You can always give
Yep.
me a call. If you
Yep.
have any questions. I want to, you know, make sure that we get on with the training and our beautiful
Yep.
trainer that's about to come. So any questions? Yes, go ahead and shoot me, or,
Okay.
call after to clarify, and definitely, your senior business partners as well. Bye, Vivi. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna mute out. Go ahead. Thank you, dear.
Thank you. All right, so anybody, so what we're gonna do is talk about that the builder monthly packs, right? Just the same as the promo packs. These pricing may go up because, of course, this is promo. So with that being said, Builder is 99, Elite is 149, Apex is 199 as of right now. As of right now, so if you want to grandfather in on those prices, go ahead and push the button and get your packs now, right? Because what is so amazing with this company is that as a builder, you can actually get 4 and pay no more. So if you get 4 and pay no more, that means that your builder pack is now 0 per month. And you will now only pay $49 per month for the Elite. And then you're only paying, as of right now, $99 per month for the Apex. These are the grandfathered price, ladies and gentlemen. So that means that in the future, when the prices go up, you're not subject to those changes because you're already grandfathered in. So if you want to, to help those out there that really want this, you have to get them in now, right? So if you, and I know a lot of people are like, it's 100 over, it's 100 over. I always tell them, hey, push the button. If it goes through, I'm pretty sure that our great leadership will say, okay, you got through, we'll let you have it. That's my hope, right? So if you push the button and it goes through, you're good, right? So we'll put it in a good word for you, right? If you push the button and it went through, we'll go fight for you. So make sure that you are doing that and make sure that you're helping, giving that blessings to people, because right now is when these prices are gonna be at, and we can't guarantee. You've already seen the increase in internet. It's gonna happen, and we're talking about months, that it wasn't that long, right? So you don't have a lot of time, and your future team doesn't have a lot of time, right? So let's go ahead and get those in, and we'll go ahead and go to the next part real quickly. What we're doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is Operation 300. So to put 300 people in business by the end of December, right? So Mr. Bean has called what we call Black Ops Group. We had our first Black Ops meeting just recently, Wednesday, and I was blown away, right? The information that he shared with us blew me away. So, that's why you want to be in these leadership, because you get this type of information before everyone else does, right? And that's why you need to fight your way into this group. And if you want to be a part of this Black Ops group, go ahead and go hit Builder 250. So you can get into this group, right? Of Operation 300 that's going to be done by the end of December. So how to do that, right? What we're going to do is show you how to manufacture these ranks, right? And cash these checks. So what you want to do is, if you can look at Mr. Bean's blueprint that he broke down, this is what Dale was talking about. I didn't touch base on it because this is where we're going to talk about it. So Dale, you always know what's going to happen, right? Intuitive, my friend. These are the numbers that cause us some sleepless nights. So how this works is, if you guys have looked in your back office, you've seen some crazy numbers, right? And this is the reason why. So for every builder pack, right? That's equals 1 builder. For every elite pack, right, you're equal to 1.5. You see the little points? That's the reason why. Elites packs are 1.5. So you're getting 1.5 for the same thing. Now, Apex, right? This is where I love Apex, right? And Apex is equal to 3 builders, ladies and gentlemen. If you want that residual income check, ladies and gentlemen, Apex is the way to go. 1 Apex equals 3, is equivalent to 3 builders.
I'm
That's
sorry,
amazing.
Angel. I don't see that on the screen here. I just still see
Oh, okay,
the
sorry. Thank you.
motion.
I thought I
You're
was,
welcome.
thank you for pointing that out. Let me go ahead and do that again. Oh, okay. I know what happened. See? That's why we can't have self-driving stuff. There you go. Great, thank you. So now that you see this binary blueprint of Mr. Beans, right? The builders is 1 person, elite equals 1.5, and Apex equals 3. So now you can get to these ranks in less time, right? So we'll go over 250. So now on the builder pack, which is normally six builders on the left and 6 builders on the right, for the elite, you only need 4 on the left and 4 on the right. But look at the Apex. You literally only need 2 Apex on the left and 2 Apex on the right, and you've already hit your first rank. How many people can you get in and have them get 2 Apex on the left, 2 Apex on the right, and you're already at Builder 250, ladies and gentlemen? Right? Then the next rank is Builder 700, right? Normally, it would be 18 on the left, 18 on the right, but with the elite, it's 12 on the left, 12 on the right, and look at the Apex, ladies and gentlemen. 6 on the left and 6 on the right. What you would normally do as a builder for 250, you can now do with the Apex for a Builder 700. And for those of you who are new and don't understand what these residuals means, that means $700 is coming into you every single month. And this company loves you so much that they don't give you a monthly check like every other company in residuals. They actually break that down into 4 payments so that you get a weekly check. I love it. Most residuals are not weekly checks. All right, so if you want to get paid weekly, this is how you do it. Right? Builder 1500, 40 builders on the left, 40 builders on the right. The elite is 27 on the left, 27 on the right, 14 on the left for the Apex, and 14 on the right. Right? So also Builder 3500, 100 on the left, 100 on the right for the builder, 67 on the left, 67 on the right for elite, and 34 on the left and 34 on the right for Apex. That's amazing numbers, ladies and gentlemen, right? Like having this Apex is going to make us a third of the way fast, 3 times faster than what we would have been building before. So Builder 8000, remember, you want to be Builder 8000. Why? You get that contract. You get to now sign a contract that says you will now have ownership of this business. Who wants ownership? How many companies out there allow you to have ownership that won't take away your business or change the rules of the game? They can't, because you have a contract. That's why the other companies don't make you sign a contract, because they don't give you ownership. 240 on the left, 240 on the right for for the builder packs if you're bringing in builders. If you're bringing in an elites, that will be less, 160 on the left, 160 on the right. And the apex is 80 on the left and 80 apex on the right. Amazing, right? Now, executive 15, that's where you want to be. 15,000 coming in every single month. All you need is 500 on the left and 500 on the right for the builder, 334 on the left, 334 on the right for elite, and 167 on the left and 167 on the right. So as you can see, subs is the key, because what has Mr. Bean always said? The project vision is always 10,000, helping 10,000 families earn $5,000 in residual recurring income in the next 2 years. Right, so it's coming, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to be a part of the vision. How much of that 10,000 families do you want to impact yourself? Right, so, you know, with that being said, I want to go ahead and, you know, and switch over. Unshare real quick. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I want to go ahead and, you know, have the privilege, right? Because today I'm so super excited, ladies and gentlemen, because I actually have the privilege of introducing, you know, our next speaker. And this woman is an amazing mother of 3. She's been a practicing physician for the last 29 years and a medical director, a veteran, a licensed financial coach, a Forex trader, and a seasoned investor. What doesn't she do? Right? But what I love most about her is her positivity, her poise. I can listen to her endlessly, right? And how she inspires me in Build with her servant leadership and her building a dynasty together with her children, right? And I want to be her when I grow up, 100%. So let me get out of the way, and please, everyone, put some 4 or 5s in the chat, put some fire emoji, give some heart welcome to Dr. Arlene.
Good morning, Silent Assassin Angel. Congratulations. I know you're going to hit Builder 3,500 this month. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And Angel is actually very, very humble. When I grow up, I want to be Angel, because Angel is a trader herself. Angel is the networking queen, right? When I wanted to learn about networking events and how to work a networking event, I listened to Angel, and I have her video actually bookmarked so I could go back and listen to it over and over. So everyone put some 4, 5, some fire, some all of that in the chat for Angel Trent, our silent assassin, road paving queen. So Angel, Mr. Bean said this would be a Q&A type of session. And he wanted me to basically share about marketing or about independent skill sets and developing independent skill sets. I'm going to start with the one that he said he wanted me to, unless you have a question for me.
No, ma'am, no question. I'm ready with my pen and paper for copious notes.
Okay, copious notes. Well, Mr. Bean wanted me to start off with developing independent skills. Skills that regardless of the business or industry you're in, you can still utilize to generate income. And the reason behind that was, as I mentioned last week, or the week before in boot camp, I had actually started a Forex company in 2008. And as a result of not partnering well, that company folded. And I actually had lost my ability to push the dang button, as Donnie Pitts said, because it So, and I had actually left medicine at that time and was trading for myself full time. When that happened, I went back into medicine. I went into administrative medicine so that I could feed my family because my husband had passed. I was now the parent of 3 young kids, and I was the sole provider. That was it. So I went back into the federal government for that quote unquote secure income. But the entrepreneur in me is always there. Fast forward now to 2025. That was 2010 that happened. Fast forward to 2025. Now I'm a furloughed federal government worker, right? However, because of Bill, I'm back into Forex trading. Because of Bill, I'm also a solar mentor. Because of Bill, Sarah has, and when I say build, I'm talking about being part of Build as part of the Foresight family. Now Sarah has skill set with lead generation. Sarah also has skill set of solar. She's also now developing the skill set of trading. My son Daniel is a master at the phone for solar, right? He's also trading. He trades options. Right, through Johnny Fed and learning through Roxy how to trade futures. I say that to say those were all skill sets neither of us had previously. Other than me trading Forex and me being in medicine. Use this as an opportunity to build yourself, to build your skill set. And that's really the message that Mr. Bean wanted me to transfer today, is a skill set. Sarah is actually building a subscription base, interestingly enough, through Go High Level. So thank you, Landon Taylor, for introducing us to lead generation. Not only that, she's also built our funnel. And if any of you don't know what a funnel is, it's a page, basically a website, a one-page or web page that captures people's information. And in exchange for their information, you give them more information. So we capture their name and their email address. And in exchange for that, they got access to Donnie Pitts' 2-day workshop. What that does is it builds a client base. It builds a database of names and numbers. So every one of you has the Build CRM, which means you have the ability to build a funnel page, to capture that information. It's one thing for you to capture it on day to day. It's another thing to have it in a place where now you can maximize the use of it. Any questions so far? I'll field some questions and then talk more about funnels and email campaigns and those kinds of things. All right. A one-pager web page with a template already in your Drip CRM to capture names and email and phone numbers if you want to. That's part of the paid site. And what you do with that now is so every single name, every single number, every single email you get should be in either your Drip CRM. We chose to keep ours independent because it was more robust. Because when we first started lead generation with Landon, we started with the Go High Level and our own Go High Level account. When we were looking to switch over to we already had solar leads going. So when we were looking at switching over to Bill's CRM, there were some functionalities that we were already using that we would lose. So we chose to keep that independent. But what that did for us, and Mr. Bean said to be really raw here, what that did for us is over the past, from January until now, we've collected over 1,900 names, leads for solar. Name or number, it should go into your CRM, which means if you go out and you're prospecting, and as Angel goes to networking events, right? Angel, go into your CRM and put those names and numbers in your CRM. It's not enough for it to be in your phone. It has to be in your customer relations management software. Why? Because that's where your funnel pages are. That's where your email campaigns are. That's where you can send blast text messages out. That's where you can do send out a calendar. That's where you can create a community. That's where you can create a blog. These are all things that you can do with the Go High Level CRM. Yes, and link it to your CRM. Exactly. Link your digital business card to your CRM. Why? Because he who owns the database owns money. There's a reason Amazon captures all of your information. There's a reason Grant Cardone, we've done Grant Cardone for years. You will get a gazillion emails a day from Grant Cardone. And something's always free until you get in there. That's a question I don't know. That's a question we have to ask the corporation. Who owns the DRIP CRM database? And can you port it with you if ever you, not to saying that anything's going to happen, but can you take it with you? Because I saw that question pop up. He who owns the database owns the money. So what we've done as a family is we've created funnel pages for each product line that we have. And by the horn, all of this would not have evolved for us, at least not as fast. She is our content guru. She is the functionalities that we learned from Go High Level, I learned from Sarah George, okay? She's a bad girl. But what we did with the Donnie Tip is that once we captured their name and their information, we put them on a reminder program for the day. When you have your own funnel page that captures people's information, there's no results on the go. And then on your funnel page, have your specific name, range, encore, trading, all of those things. Question, has Team George created an umbrella corporation? Yes, we did. We created Geosocial Consultants initially, and I have consult Dr. Arlene LLC. So yes, there is an umbrella corporation that we're structuring to put everything under. So any other, let me check questions. How did you input your data at first? Manually at first, or you do a CSV. If you have a phone, you can save all your contacts on your phone as a CSV file, and then upload that CSV file into your Go High Level CRM or your DRIP CRM. And then what did you save your data as information before importing it? Yes, CSV from. And once those names are imported, we had to manually tag them. A tag tells your CRM what to do with this individual. So if they're tagged new lead opt-in, our CRM knows that new lead opt-in, that tag are our new solar leads coming in from the Facebook ad, right? Donnie Pips. If they get a tag of Donnie Pips when they come in, that means they filled out the information on the Donnie Pips funnel page, and they fall into a Donnie Pips group or tag. So there are lots of different things that you can do with the CRM, but mainly what you want to do is make sure all your names and numbers are there, because what those names and numbers in there allow you to do is to have a database of names and numbers that you can, let's say, for example, there's a new product launch. You don't have to now go, how do I tell people about this new product launch? You create a funnel page for the new product. You create a smart list, right, for those individuals. Then you create an email campaign or a text message campaign. You put a tag on them. You send it. These are all. I know it's a lot of information that I'm giving right now, but this is information that you can use. You can go and learn. You may have to upgrade a little from the free, but go see what the free has. I haven't played with the free as much because I've been focused mainly on the level that we have. But yeah, you can use Smart Money to set up your umbrella corporation. Absolutely. I actually did consult Smart Money about before we actually forward on the LLCs and things like that. So the gist of what I'm saying is, okay, she is the boss of me. Yes, you can use AI for some of it. We've automated, thanks to Landon, we automated the AI answering for solar, and we're in the process of using AI for some of the other parts that as we're automating them. So yes, I use AI a lot. Now, I don't let chat write for me. I tell chat how to write for me in my voice. So ChatGPT is a great tool, but you've got to train ChatGPT or any other AI that you're using on how to write in your voice, because people buy into you and they can tell when it's not your voice. Whether they're reading it or you're reciting it, they can tell when it's not your voice. So now that any questions about, and this is not a how-to, this is a broad brush picture of what you can do to market your corporation, your business, and what you can do to own your database. Any questions on that part so far?
Dr. Arlene, this is Laura. So would you say that, like for me, I'm a little technically challenged, and I don't have
that allows each of you to conduct yourself on your CRM as an individual. So
Okay,
when
I
I
see. Thank
go
you.
high level, you have Go High Level in your DRIP CRM. Use it, especially since it's included. That is major. To have your CRM included in that $99 is a big deal. Use it. If you use that tool, you will be amazed at what you can do. So start off by, first of all, if you don't have your DRIP CRM going, if you have your own Go High Level, I would recommend you keep it. But if you don't, and you're going to use it through the DRIP CRM, start and now say to your CRM, when I tag this person as trading prospect, I want you to send them an email that says, welcome to Laura Johnson's Trading Opportunity. And then an hour after you send them I usually wait about 3 hours. And then 3 hours after you send them that email, I want you to send them a text message that says, "Hey, Angel, this is Laura. I just sent you an email with some exciting news. Go check your email, girl." And then you can say, "Wait a day." Or if she, wait a day is one pathway you can take. And the other pathway you can take is, or when she opens the email and clicks this button that says, "I want more information," or "I want the Donnie Pips 2-day workshop," you send her an email that says, "Here is the link to the 2-day workshop. I am excited about you learning about trading." That's what a workflow is. So it takes the onus off of you to constantly send someone a video, and automates it. So when you get a name and number for someone who says, "I'm interested," and you put it in there and you tag them now, trading prospects, they go right into that workflow, and you don't have to think about sending them a video. You don't have to think about sending them a welcome. You don't have to think about sending them a text message. It goes in there, and you can actually create all the different branches for that. It's powerful.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you for that, because for me, I need simplicity, and it seems like a lot of this is sort of overwhelming. I don't know if it is for anybody else, but for me it is. And so now you've put my mind into a path that I can follow. Get them in there, create a workflow, because I think that's at the level that I'm at right at this moment, to be able to consistently follow up with my contacts. So thank you so much, Dr. Arlene.
You're more than welcome. It is a lot to take in, and it's taken us from January until now, so January to October, to really massage this and develop it. I'm sure there's probably companies that put everything together and does all of it for us. But it took, and I had to go back to Sarah. But she has put this on her back, and she has carried it. So it's not going to happen overnight, but there are micro steps that you can take. The first step is get all your names and numbers and get into a habit that everything feeds into your CRM. Not a name, a number, or an email should be kept out of your CRM, because you need to put that mule to work for you. And the only way you can put that mule to work for you is get all those names and numbers in there. Once you get all the names and numbers in there, as you're getting all the names and numbers in there, you can start looking, you can start playing and saying, "Okay, let me go in and just create tags. Create a rain tag, an encore tag, a home security tag, a smart money tag, a this tag, a that tag." And you will learn this. And once you learn it, I'm going back to Mr. B talked about skills. You can do this with anything. Anything. If you are the planner for the family reunion, you create a family reunion list and you drip on them, right? If you have other businesses that you run, that's a skill set that can translate there. So I go back to skill sets over and over again. There's so many skill sets that you can develop that makes you more valuable to the marketplace. And Mr. Bean and Mrs. Bean have been pouring into us all of these skill sets, all of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you have. For those of you who participated in Grant Cardone, do you know you can create content around that and drip on people and post it on social media, because people are hungry for that knowledge? Whatever your skill set is, whatever your strength is, focus on those strengths and then Share those strengths with other people. One of my strengths is I'm an encourager. I didn't even know I had that strength, right? So most of my posts are posts about encouraging, because those are the posts that I get the most responses from. So I'm going into now how to reach out to people, in case you haven't picked that up. How do you reach out? How do you massage social media? You don't have to slam someone every single day with build, come, trade. You don't have to do that. You just have to be you. Just be you and post you on social media every single day. Miss Laura, your testimony about what you've been through, put it out there. Put it on Facebook. Be transparent. Be authentic. Don't be a phony. Be authentic. And you'll see how many responses you get. What I look for in my response, first of all, I respond to people on Facebook. If you make a comment, I'm gonna say something back, because Facebook picks up all of that information. Instagram picks up all of that information. Right? And then I look for people who are not my friends yet, because my profile is public. The people who comment on my posts and they're not friends, I actually go and ask and send a friend request to them. And go back and listen to Angel's video. She does an excellent video. You build that relationship, and then you find a need and you fill it. If there's a need for your opportunity, offer it. You should be posting on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or any of the ones that you choose every single day. Okay? One of the posts that brought us the most amount of views, over 1,000 views, was me being authentic about honoring my mother and my father and how it saved our lives, because that tire, we had a tire that was bald, and we drove all the way down to Rocky Mount, North Carolina with it, and then got stuck, couldn't understand why we were stuck and couldn't leave. And then once we got stuck and couldn't leave, right, things on the car stopped working. And then as those things on the car stopped working, we had to angle the car a certain way. And then as we angled the car a certain way, it revealed that the tire was down to the thread, even though we had been to the mechanic shop 3 weeks prior. And they said we didn't need tires. And if I were not down there to honor my mother, because I'm her beautician, forget being a doctor, forget being a daughter, I need to go down every 6 weeks and do her hair. Right? If I was not honoring my mother and my father, we would not have discovered that, and who knows what the result would have been. It could have been tragic. I shared that on Facebook, over 1,000 views. And I went through all the individuals who had commented to see who was not my friend on Facebook. And I friended them on Facebook, and I'm building relationships with them. Live your life, post your life, and build relationships. Because people do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. In closing, get your skill set. Trading is a skill set that no one can take away. Even though I had my trading trauma, I'm over my trading trauma, and I'm pushing the dang button. And that's a skill set, whether you're with Bill or with not, will always be with you. The ability to,
give her a lot of love. Thank you, Dr. Arlene. That was exactly, I need that in my life, follow up is where the money's at. And I can't say for everyone, but you know, I try to follow up as best as I can, but sometimes I fall short. And having you know a lead generation system that can do that for me, just that I don't have to, I can manage that make sure that it's working properly, right? For me. So thank you. I mean, she just put like some zeros after your commission checks if you were listening, and making sure. And kudos to the beautiful Sarah George and saying, you know what? It's time for me to push the darn button, right? So participate, right? There's a post that he has for the PIP win, so look for that. There's also posts for what pack you came in, right? Because your team is always lurking. You know, they hear what you say, but they want to look at what you do. Right? Because they're looking more at what you do than what you say. So you got to be congruent in what you say and what you do, right? So they're lurking, and your guests are lurking too as well. So you want to make sure that you're posting, welcoming people, celebrating people, just as you want people to celebrate you and welcome you, right? What you want to build, you want to participate and build it with you. That they see you commenting in all the sections and being that's the person that they want to be with, right? Right? They want to be like, look at my leader, look at her welcoming everybody. Look at my senior business partner. Man, she's all in here, right? I want to be like her. I know I'm with the winning partner, business partner. So be in those, in that trade PIP, because that's for you, ladies and gentlemen, right? It's for you. Mr. Bean and Mrs. Bean have created the system for people to win and to leverage Dr. Arlene's wins, leverage Miss Laura Johnson's win, or Jim Meadows wins, right? Donna Catelli, right? Latoya, man, do you see what she did? So do you see her past? She was making $5 and she said small or big wins, take it all. And look at her 2,000, right? So be it if it's a demo account. It's still great because we see your process of learning, of growing. Doesn't matter if it's a demo or it's live. It's just as effective because it's showing your growth, and your team and your guests can see your growth, right? So don't be shy, celebrate and share what you have in there, so that more and more guests can be inspired, because they may like who I am to do and learn from them, right? And so I'm so happy and and proud to be a part of the Foresight team, a Build company as well, and more importantly, Mr. and Mrs. Bean, because they've shown me how you win in life, how you win in business, how you win as a 360-degree leader. And I tear when because they've not only changed my life, they win. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close it out today. I hope you guys got your battery charge today from this call, because there was so much inspiration, and Dr. Arlene just killed it, nailed it. In the coffin for no, in the coffin. I'm not saying the coffin. Nailed it today for us to get us into a great weekend. So with that being said, have a great Saturday and weekend, and see you all soon.
Thank you, Angel, for everything you do. Great training,
Thank
Dr.
you.